Good morning, students. So today we are going to start the next topic, that is the RH criterion. It is nothing but Routh-Hurwitz criterion. So this is one of the basic procedure for determining whether the roots of the polynomial have negative real part or not. Okay. So for finding the stability, you are going to have the polynomial. Okay, so that polynomial is considered for finding the stability, and for that polynomial you are finding the roots. Okay, so after finding the roots, based upon the roots, if the roots are a negative real part, the roots having a negative real part or not, based on that you are saying that whether the system is a stable system or not. Okay, that actual criterion is nothing but you are saying it as a Routh-Hurwitz criterion. So what is the first step you are doing is nothing but the first step is analyzing the stability of the system is to examine its characteristic equation. So first of all, for finding the stability of the system, you have to analyze the characteristic equation of the given transfer function. Okay, so based upon the characteristic equation, okay, you are saying that the system is a stable system or not. So for that given characteristic equation, if all the coefficients of the polynomial are positive, you are saying that the system is a positive system. That is nothing but the stable system. If all the coefficients are polynomial or positive, you are saying that the system is a stable system. Okay, if for the given characteristic equation, if any one of the coefficients are 0 or negative, then you are saying that the system is a not stable system. Okay, so first of all, for the given transfer function, you are finding the stability based upon the coefficients of the given polynomial. If all the coefficients are positive, you are saying that is a stable system. If any one of the given coefficient is going to be as a 0 or negative, you are saying that the system is a not stable system. Okay, so now based upon that characteristic equation, you are scheduling, or you are going to have a particular array that is nothing but the Routh array. What you are saying, it is nothing but a Routh array of the given system. Okay, so how you are going to frame this Routh array means, so let us consider if it is a given characteristic equation. Okay, so a naught into s power n plus a1 into s power n minus 1 plus a2 into s power n minus 2 plus and so on, plus an minus 1 into s plus an is equal to 0. So if it is a characteristic equation, okay, so based upon this characteristic equation, now you are framing the Routh array. Okay, so how you are framing the Routh array means, so first of all, you are writing the coefficients of s power n. You are writing the coefficients of s power n. So how you are writing means, so see here, how you are constructing the Routh array means, so now s power n and s power n minus 1 are the two rows. S power n and s power n minus 1 are the two rows. So s power n is the highest order and s power n minus 1 is the next highest order. So the first two highest order rows are going to be framed from the given characteristic equation. Okay, so this n may be a positive, or that is nothing but even number, or okay, n may be the even, or n may be the odd. Okay, so if n is even, then what happens to the n minus 1? It is the odd. Yes or no? So if n is even, then you have to write the coefficients of s power n row by considering all the even coefficients of S order. Okay, all the even coefficients are S order. If n minus 1 now S power n minus 1 is the odd, yes or no? So now you have to write all the odd coefficients of the given characteristic equation, thereby you are framing the second row. Okay, so like that you are framing the rows of S power n and S power n minus 1. This is vice versa. If n is now odd, if n is now odd, so n is odd means nothing but you have to write all the coefficients of odd S powers, odd S powers. Then you are going to frame the first row of the given Raut array. If n is odd, what happens to S power n minus 1? It is even number, right? So if it is even number, now you have to write all the even coefficients of the given characteristic equation, the given characteristic equation. Okay, so that is given here. See, when n is even, then S power n row is formed by coefficients of even order terms, and S power n minus 1 row is formed by coefficients of odd order terms. Similarly, when n is odd, the S power n row is formed by coefficients of odd order terms, and S power n minus 1 row is formed by coefficients of even order terms. Okay, like that you are framing the first two rows. Okay, see here, see here they have given that the first two consecutive rows, consider two consecutive rows as shown in the below figure. Okay, so up to which row you have to frame? You have to frame the Raut array up to the S power 0th row, okay, so the last row will be S power 0th row. Okay, now how you are framing the next two elements? Next two elements means, see here, by considering if these two are the first two rows, S power n minus x and S power n minus x minus 1 are the first two rows now. Okay, then next row can be calculated, okay, and what are the coefficients of next row? We are considering the coefficients as z0, z1, z2, z3, z4 and so on, like that. Okay, so now you have to find all the elements, these elements based upon the first row and second row. How you are framing? Z0 can be calculated, okay, by cross multiplying. Which elements you have to consider here? Z0 means, so this is Z0, right? This is the Z0. So Z0 ni manam find out cheyali ante the first row, the first column and second element column has to be considered for the first row and second row. Okay, so for finding Z0, first of all you should frame the det elements by considering the first column and second column of the first row and second row. Okay, so this is the det, right? Now this is the det. You have to divide it by what value you should consider? The second row first element, element has to be considered at the denominator part, like this. Okay, is it okay? So ఫస్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్ మనం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలి అంటే నెక్స్ట్ రోలో Z0 వాల్యూ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలంటే మీరు డెట్ దేనికి ఫ్రేమ్ చేయాలమ్మా? ఫస్ట్ కాలమ్ అండ్ సెకండ్ కాలమ్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫస్ట్ రో అండ్ సెకండ్ రో హ్యాస్ టు బీ taking the numerator part, and in the denominator second row first element has to be considered. Okay, so after that now you have to write the Z value as det of x0 into x0 x1 y0 y1, okay, divided by y0. Okay, so what will be the value? See here, directly you can calculate here. first of all you should cross multiply y0 into x1, y0 into x1, y0 into x1 minus x0 into y1 divided by y0. Okay, x0 into y1, y0 into x1 minus x0 into y1 divided by y0. Okay, that is z0 value, that is z0 value. Okay, now see here, det, how you are calculating the det? X0 into y1, x0 into y1 minus x1 into y0 divided by y0. Okay, so దీనికి ఏం చేస్తామా, మైనస్ ఆఫ్ వాల్యూ తీసుకున్నామంటే you will get this value, will get that value. Okay, and after that similarly z1, now z1 value can be calculated, z1 value can be calculated by considering the first column and the third column, first column and the third column elements for the det and divided by your y0 value, Okay, so what are the first and third column elements? x0, x2, y0, y2 divided by y0, x0, x2, y0, y2 divided by y0. Thereby you are obtaining the z1. Okay, similarly you have to calculate z2 రావాలంటే ఏం తీసుకుంటామా ఇప్పుడు? So if you want to calculate z2 is nothing but third column element, right? So third column element రావాలి అంటే ఏం చేస్తామా, first column element and this fourth column element has to be considered. See here, first column element and the fourth column element divided by y0. Okay, like this you have to calculate the remaining all elements of the given row array for the given third row. Okay, is it okay all of you? So third row complete చేసాక ఏం చేస్తామా, third row elements మనకి వస్తాయి. Similarly up to which row you have to calculate? s power naught అంటే నెక్స్ట్ రో మనం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలి అంటే ఈ రో మనం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేశాక నెక్స్ట్ రో ఏమవుతుందండి, s power n minus x minus 3, s power n minus x minus 3 is the next row, right? So then which two rows you have to consider? You have to consider s power n minus x minus 1 and s power n minus x minus 2 rows has to be considered for calculating s power n minus x minus 3 row. Okay, is it okay? Like that you have to calculate all the rows of the given characteristic equation. Okay, see here, so in this process of constructing the row array you will have some missing terms, so if there is any missing term for the given characteristic equation you have to consider the missing term as 0. Okay, and also one more thing, that is nothing but that is if you have the rows, if the elements of any row will have the values like this 2, 4, 6, 8 like this, then directly you can simplify these elements as dividing with any one of the factors. So 2 1s, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6 and 2 4s are 8. Then you can write these elements as s power n minus x minus 2 elements are now 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so there itself you can simplify the elements, Okay, that is nothing but you can any row can be multiplied or divided by a positive constant for the simplification of the process. Okay, so this has to be remembered, all of you, this point has to be remembered, all of you, for constructing the row array. Okay, so now after the in the construction of the row array, now you will have the three cases. The first case is normal row array and the second case is a row of all zeros, and the third case is the first element of a row is 0 but some or other elements are not 0. So if it is a first, so you are having the three different cases for constructing the row array. Normal row array means nothing but you will have non-zero elements in the first column of the row array. If you have any non-zero elements, then you are saying that the route array is a normal route array. If the second case, what is the second case? Any one of the row in the given route array will have all the zeros, then it is the second case. Okay, so what is the third case? First element of the row is 0, but some of the other elements are not 0, then that is the third case. Okay, so see the first case here. So what is the first case? So see the first case. What is the normal route array here? Normal route array means, so the route array can be constructed. First of all, you are going to construct the route array if the sign changes are noted to find the number of roots lying on the right half of the S-plane, and the stability of the system can be estimated. Okay, so you are saying that if there is any sign changes, okay, based upon the sign changes, okay, you are saying that the roots may be lying on the left hand side of the S-plane or right hand side of the S-plane. So if the roots are lying on the left hand side of the S-plane, you are saying that the system is a stable system. If the roots are lying on the right hand side of the S-plane, you are saying that the system is a unstable system. So now to find that sign changes, see here you are saying that there is a sign changes. How you are finding the sign changes means, if there is no sign change in the first column, so you are considering the first column of the route array, you are considering the first column of the route array. Okay, so by selecting the first column of the route array, if there is no sign changes, okay, then all roots are lying on the left half of the S-plane, and you are saying that the system is a stable system. Okay, if there is any sign changes in that first column of the route array, then you are saying that the system is a unstable system. Then you are saying that the system is a unstable system. Okay, and the number of roots lying on the right half of the S-plane is equal to the number of sign changes, equal to the number of sign changes. That means nothing but, so in the first column, if all the coefficients signs are positives, okay, all the signs are positives means there is no sign change, right? Then the system is stable. If any one of the coefficient is having the negative sign in between, okay, from plus to minus, from plus to minus and then minus to plus, it means nothing but two sign changes you are getting there. Okay, so if like that, if there is any sign changes, okay, based upon the number of sign changes, you are saying the roots are lying on the right hand side of the S-plane. Okay, so that is the first case. That is the first case. See here, the example is there. See this example, all of you. So what is that example? Using the route criterion that determine the stability of the system represented by the characteristic equation s power 4 plus 8s cube plus 18s square plus 16s plus 5 is equal to 0. So this is the given characteristic equation. Okay, what is the order of the characteristic equation here? It is 4. So it means nothing but the given characteristic equation will have the 4 roots. Okay, four roots, and it is the fourth order system. Okay, so n is equal to 4. Now n is equal to 4. So you will get 2 rows. What are the 2 rows initially? S power 4 is the first row and s cube is the second row. Yes or no? So the first root coefficients, what are the first root coefficients here now? So n is equal to 4 is nothing but even power. So first of all, you have to write all the even power of s coefficients as a first row elements. Okay, so now what are the first row elements now? S power 4 coefficient ఎంత ఉందమ్మా? 1. So that is the first element. Second element, what is second element? Even powers, only you have to consider even powers. So s square coefficient ఎంత ఉంది? 18. So that is the second element of the first row. Similarly, what is the last element? S power 0 here, right? S power 0 is nothing but the even part. Okay, so what is the coefficient here? 5. So these are the elements of the first row, 1, 18 and 5. Similarly, you have to write odd powers here. Okay, odd power elements ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయి చూడండి, 8 and The next one is 16, yes, s power 1. Okay, that is nothing but 16. 1, 18, 5, that is the first row elements, and 8 and 16 are the second row elements. 8 and 16 are the second row elements. See here, now I said in the previous topic, okay, if any elements can be divided, okay, with a particular number, for simplification of the computations you can divide it. Okay, so 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16. So now the second row is modified. See here, the second row is modified like this. 1, 18, 5 are the first row elements, and second row elements are 1 and 2. Okay, now based upon the first two rows, now you have to construct the remaining three rows. What are the three rows? S power 2, S power 1 and S power 0. These are the three rows. Okay, ఈ త్రీ రోస్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ని మనం కన్స్ట్రక్ట్ చేయాలి అంటే యూ హ్యావ్ టు కన్సిడర్ ది ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఆఫ్ ది ఎస్ పవర్ 4 అండ్ ఎస్ పవర్ 3. అవునా? సో ఫస్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్ మనం ఫ్రేమ్ చేయాలి అంటే యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఫైండ్ ది డెట్ వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ ఏ డెట్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ తీసుకోవాలమా? 16 ఎలిమెంట్ కావాలి అంటే ఫస్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్ ఎస్ పవర్ 2 1 18, okay, 1 2, that is the debt divided by, you have to consider the previous one. What is the second row first element? 1. Okay, 1 18 1 2 divided by 1. Okay, so for this what is the value? So cross multiply this one. 18 into 1, 18 into 1 minus 2 into 1 divided by 1. What is the value? It is 16. Okay, similarly the second date has to be considered for finding the second element of the third row. This value, ఈ వాల్యూ కావాలి అంటే డెట్ ఎలా రాస్తామా? సో ఫస్ట్ రో ఎలిమెంట్స్ 1 and 1 ఈ టూ కన్సిడర్ చేయాలి. ఓకేనా? అండ్ రిమైనింగ్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ హియర్, దట్ ఈస్ 5 and 0. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద డెట్ వాల్యూ హియర్. చూడండి, ఈ ఎలిమెంట్ కావాలి అంటే సో ఫస్ట్ రో సెకండ్ రో ఫస్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో ఆ ఎలిమెంట్స్, అలాగే థర్డ్ కాలం ఉన్న ఎలిమెంట్ని మనం కన్సిడర్ చేయాలి. ఓకే, సో బై కన్సిడరింగ్ దట్, సో డెట్ వాల్యూ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ 1 into 5 minus 0 into 1 divided by 1. That value is nothing but 5. Okay, so now you got the row 3 elements. S power 1 elements you have to calculate, that is nothing but row 4. Row 4 కావాలంటే ఏ రోస్ కన్సిడర్ చేయాలి? row 2 and row 3 has to be considered. Okay, so row 2 and row 3 elements, that is nothing but det of, so if you want to calculate this element, the first element of the fourth row, you have to consider the first column and the second column elements of the second row and third row, that is nothing but 1 2 16 and 5 divided by, now which element you have to consider? S power 1 previous row element ni consider cheyali, that is nothing but S power 2 first element, that is 16. Okay, so now you are writing that value as 16 into 2 minus 5 into 1 divided by 16, that is nothing but 1.7. Okay, so after finding the row 4, now you have to find row 5. row 5 element మనకి కన్సిడర్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలంటే ఏది తీసుకోవాలమా? సో you have to consider the elements of row 3 and row 4. now the debt value, what is the debt value? So these two elements now, 16 5 1.7 and 0. Okay, so what is that value now? 1.7 into 5 minus 0 into 16, okay, divided by 1.7, the value is 5. Okay, now you have calculated the Routh array. Okay, now you have to find the stability. Stability find out cheyalante, you have to consider the elements of the first column of the given Routh array. So these are the elements. And what are the signs here? signs of all the elements are positives, right? So it is observed that all the elements are positive, so and there is no sign change from the first element to last element. There is no sign change అంటే ఏమంటున్నా అన్ని పాజిటివ్నే ఉన్నాయి, ఎక్కడ మనకి నెగిటివ్ రాలేదు, అంటే సైన్ చేంజెస్ ఏమీ లేవు. సో యు ఆర్ సేయింగ్ దట్ ఆల్ ద రూట్స్ ఆర్ లయింగ్ ఆన్ ది left hand side of the S plane and the system is a stable system, and the system is a stable system. Okay, so finally you are writing the result as it is a stable system and all the four roots are lying on the left hand side of the S plane, left hand side of the S plane. Okay. So like that you have to find the stability of the system for the normal route array, for the normal route array. So in the next class we can see the different problems.